Hello traders, just doing an update on the Euro USD. We recently had our monthly close for June. On the monthly chart here, you can see we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but in bearish territory. We are right at about the Kijun, but everything is below the cloud and Chiku is below price. Forecast lines are as shown, and we are in the middle of those. Momentum indicator is bearish and has been rising since, well, we bottomed in September and momentum started rising in December. The DMI is also bearish with ADX dropping, so chop, not much of a trend. Going to the weekly, things start to show a little bit more life. I want to pay particular attention to the divergence on the oscillator with a break below Kijun. I say it time and time again, my favorite setup. So I'm cautiously bearish here. We have been, as I said, bullish since September of 22, particularly when we broke above the Kijun after this bullish divergence on the weekly. So now we have its alter ego, the bearish divergence on the weekly and a break below the Kijun the week of the 29th. Now we do have some confluence up here around the weekly forecast line and my volatility dot at around 111.5, 580. So I would not be surprised if we pump up and break down given the monthly bearishness. We could just drop from here, catch a bounce at the cloud corresponding to the ascending forecast line. Even this chart's a little bit sideways in the middle of everything, but this divergence with break below Kijun has me cautiously bearish. Dropping into the daily, particularly the past week, week and a half, we've got this nice push up from the end of May. The low that created this break of structure to the high ends up getting broken down. So we've got a higher high into a lower low, a change of character. We put in a lower high and now a lower low. Technically, we've got this bearish lower low, lower high, lower low. Unless we manage to break above this daily forecast line here, which when we open later today, tomorrow, is about 109.6-ish. So unless we start seeing some action develop above that, in which case we could target this weekly forecast line up around 111 and change, I'm cautiously bearish, as I said. Momentum has begun rolling over, and our DMI also has the DI negative over the DI positive. Going even lower, looking for targets regarding this downside possible action should we keep rolling over. I go to Ichi waves on the 4-hour, in which we have this break to the high, break to the low, lower high, lower low that I pointed out on the daily. So this A, B, C gives us the following targets. Now, we've already exceeded the NT wave, which is quite common. But for further downside targets this week, should the divergence into the break of the Kijun on the weekly play out and perhaps even monthly is taking over. Again, monthly was bearish below cloud, Chiku below price. Should that play out, we can anticipate 1.08, perhaps even 1.071 and 1.076. I guess we will just have to wait and see how price develops. Should we break above this high at, let's call it 110, we can again, as I mentioned, start looking for higher targets at this, let's call it 111.2. Once again, I want to thank you guys for your time. As always, practice solid risk management. Good luck, have fun, and thank you for your 5.5 minutes.